What's up? Welcome to the Gossip Intellectual Podcast with me, Royce Wynn, where we talk about sports, politics, entertainment. It's Wednesday. Proud of myself, man. Usually, I've been doing it once a week. I'm gonna try to do twice a week. So you get Wednesday and Friday. I don't know. It was just stuff I wanted to talk about. I had stuff on my mind, so I wanted to podcast, right? Blessing on blessings to be able to do a podcast in the middle of the week, in the middle of the day. It's 2:55. They say it usually gets prime sun heat around 3 o'clock. So I'm inside doing a podcast while it's the hottest it can be outside. The weather is great in New York right now. It's 70. You know, just that good spot, right? Right before it gets hot in New York, where you can't walk 2 blocks without dripping sweat, and not too cool, right? You can have a long sleeve shirt on like I got on now, or you have a t-shirt with a jacket. So New York is king of the little jackets. I don't know what do you call that? I know this was a fashion week, but the you know what I'm talking about. They're not leather, but the little jackets, little cute jackets over yourself. So that's what's going on in New York right now. We had the Met Gala this week, which shut everything. Not shut everything down, but everybody was paying attention. Black culture. We'll talk about that in a second. But overall, healthy, man. Happy. Slept well, right? Still having fun doing what I love, writing, doing comedy any way I can. Had a good TikTok this week. Made money for once. Had a $200 TikTok, finally. So you make money here and there, even though the app is saturated. I have mastered that a little bit. I know how to do it, right? And I was thinking about it. I was like, man, all those years of writing jokes and talking into a microphone and telling jokes, it's paid off a little bit. It's got a little bit of things going on. I can deliver a funny message in a speedy time that people like to watch. And for whatever reason, the algorithm recognizes that it should be pushed out more. And just a natural knack of understanding things that people want to talk about. And people argue in my comments. They just forget I'm there, right? And they just argue back and forth on and on. So it's not even about me anymore. It's more about the subject at hand. That's the algorithm game right now. So yeah, sometimes I do look, I'm like, wow, this person is really creative and talented, but I'm talking about the stuff that people want to talk about, so I'm going to get more views. So yeah, we're in a weird time where it's just like, is art going to be able to continue to rise to the surface when it's just more about shocking and arguing and politics and culture, but we, things stand out. We had Sinners that came out, and there's these series that come out. What was it? The Residents with why can't I think of it? The lady that made Grey's Anatomy, Shonda Rhimes, and who's the lead actor on that show? But I thought that was really good. Residents. Hold on, Netflix. Yeah, it's The Residents on Netflix. And who's the lead actress? She killed it. Uzu Aduba. Great actress. Everybody was great, though. Giancarlo Esposito's in it. Susan Kalika Watson. Randall Park is really funny in it. Everybody. It was brilliant. I like the quirky type of stuff. Oh, Ken Marano from he's done some stuff. He was really good. Everybody was good though. It was a very experienced, funny cast. And you get those things. The thing is, we get great art, and then we binge it and we forget about it. But it's good stuff out there being made, and in the midst of TikTok and streaming and hot girls, there's still people who study and love the craft, and that's what I think makes a difference in what I do. I think the fact that I've studied my craft and mastered my craft to a certain extent, where you're getting some substance, and I play the game. I talk about the things that are gonna get me views, but I try to talk about it in a way that I guess is fair and thoughtful, and funny in a thoughtful way, and I'm just not being silly and just saying whatever and trying to be a contrarian. So that's why I think that the skill and the talent comes through, where there's not desperation for me to just do something crazy. Like, I know the way I say things and put words together will resonate. Not every time, but every now and again. So we don't go for shock value over here, because there was a sketch that SNL got in trouble for, and I like that the audience called them out about it. It was Two Bitches and a Gorilla. That's the name of the sketch. Two Bitches and a Gorilla. A play on the 100 Men versus Gorilla conversation, and it was Quinta Bronson. Everybody was calling her Kenta. She's not a slave. She's not Kenta Kunte. And Ego Nwodum. And they basically were just two ghetto girls like, the gorilla, what you doing, gorilla? Get out of my face, gorilla. And everybody was just like, it's just two black stereotypical girls versus a gorilla. The Lane Bryant line was funny. I think everybody acknowledged that. It's like, I fought 400 pounds before. I've been in Lane Bryant. But yeah, I watched a little bit of it. At first, it didn't drag me in. Then everybody was mad at it, so I was like, let me watch the whole thing. And I was like, you know what? The public's right about this one. The backlash is warranted, and I was like, this is SNL. You guys are thoughtful, funny. I don't like saying smart and funny, because I don't think comedy has to be smart. Just thoughtful. Don't go for the low-hanging fruit. Don't go for the easy jokes, or anybody could do that. So, but like somebody else pointed out, it's a show. You just throwing sketches out there. You're gonna miss, and it's good that the audience pushes back sometimes. It's just like, okay, yeah, I gotta step up my game, be more creative, and not follow the trends, and really think about what is funny about two women versus a gorilla. What would two women really do in that situation, or whatever, or another situation where it would be funny with dealing with a gorilla. Don't be a hack, okay? And it's confusing now because the hacks are getting love, right? TikTok videos are not a meritocracy. I see a lot of just basic ideas getting hundreds of thousands of views. But if you're on a show, don't always go for it. Now, I will say, I looked in the comments of SNL's YouTube where I watched the sketch. People loved it. So SNL fans loved it. Black TikTokers hated it. Black Twitter hated it. But yeah, I was just thinking about that, and I think my biggest advantage is that I've never been afraid to be relentless about hitting the pad, and I think it's paid off. $200. All right, let's talk about let's stay on black people stuff. Black fashion this week shut it down with the Black Gala, the Black Met Gala. No, the Met Gala celebrates dandyism. Met Gala is always fun. Like on X, you get to see the outfits, you get to make fun of the outfits. Let's be honest, we're a superficial society, and we have become a society that only cares about looking cute, looking good. It's very profitable now, especially for women. I feel like the Kardashians started it. They were just cute with influencer voice. Oh my god, like it was so dramatic how everything happened, and at least I was looking cute there. Look at my outfit. Look at my outfit. Look at my outfit. Right? So I guess the Kardashians and Instagram have made society all about outfits and looking cute, but you can be very successful doing that now. Yeah, there are TikTokers that they're just good looking. Now there is some skill to it. There are some people that really just, I don't know. There's a vibe. There's a knack for it, and a way to put together and put on pieces and work the camera. And then there's just cute girls. All right. So anyway, the Met Gala this year, it had 4 black co-chairs. Shoot, I can name 3. I think Coleman Domingo, A$AP Rocky, and Lewis Hamilton. Right. Let me see if I could look it up. And Pharrell Williams. Damn, my bad. So Coleman Domingo, Lewis Hamilton, A$AP Rocky, and Pharrell Williams were the co-chairs of it, and I think Ann Couture is still the head of everything. So from what I read, the Met Gala, oh here we go, is a fundraiser primarily for the Costume Institute. The only department at the Met must raise its own budget. The Costume Institute is responsible for preserving, collecting, researching, exhibiting the history of fashion and costumes as an art form. So we just talked about that. Just keeping alive the art and the history and of fashion. And I was talking about keeping all the arts alive through real skill and studying the art form. So this year's event has raised a record $31 million, surpassing the previous record of $26 million. I don't know what year that was. The money raised supports the Costume Institute's exhibitions, conservation, and research. Listen, in comedy, it's great. You need a costume department. All right, that's part of comedy. You need things and pieces to jump into characters. So I think comedians kind of naturally gravitate towards fashion. Artists, period, kind of naturally gravitate towards fashion. It's a part of the performance. It's a part of the character, the experience that you're giving. So I like fashion. I think a lot of artists like fashion. So Black Dandyism, from what I tried to understand, is a style of about mainly black men reclaiming their power. Now, some are saying it was in the slavery days, where I guess whatever you call it, slave assistant or whatever, would dress up in suits. And then also it was a time in the 70s where it represented just, status, pride, intellect. Like I got my suit on, and it was just, the big suits. We've all seen them. And it was just like black dandy, I'm coming out, and I'm showing off my style. And recently, guys that have kind of made that style popular, Jadena. Now, there's a question why he wasn't there, because he kind of brought it back. We all remember the Classic Man hit song and video. Andre Leon Talley, a fashion guide who died recently, LaRoche, who's kind of one of the top guys out there in fashion right now. And so it's just kind of like a style and storytelling through dress, and I guess it represented Black history, and my interpretation would be Black people's impact on fashion was Black dandyism and stylish suits. Now, I really like that because obviously a part of Black fashion or a huge impact on Black fashion is hip hop. And a lot of it is just ugly. Let's just be honest. It's just cheap jeans with holes in them, jean jackets. It's almost a slap in the face to fashion. So if we can make this popular, by the way, Future's outfit got the worst reviews for it. That would be great. So, like anything Black, when we took over something, it makes a lot of money. Everybody pays attention. Let's be honest. When Black people dress up, everybody follows what we do. So hopefully Black dandyism carries over, and this is not just one event, and it continues to carry over in music and award shows, and let's make dressing up and being stylish cool again. So it was kind of like a bow tie type of feel back then, white suits, pinstripe suits. But yeah, I had a ball looking at all the different outfits. I did 2 videos after working a 12-hour shift, was exhausted, just talking about it. Everybody talked about it. Shoot, who stood out to me? Damn it, why can't I think of her? I can't think of her name right now. Tiana Taylor was really nice. Cardi B looked really good. I loved her hair. Yeah, and it's coming off of the Sinners movie. So, they were kind of dandies. I think they interviewed Ryan Coogler there. He said Stack was more of a dandy than Smoke. I thought Smoke was the more sophisticated one, though. But he said Stack was more of a dandy. So if anybody's a fan of Sinners, let me know what you think about that. Damn, what is her name? Jody. Shoot. A$AP Rocky looked great. Diana Ross looked great. She said she put her outfit together at the last minute. Halle Berry killed it. Really shut it down. So yeah, go check out some of the dandy outfits. Support them. Show them love. People are nervous about these things, and they know everybody's going to talk about it. And they know they're going to get a lot of criticism. Bad Bunny had a great outfit. Sorry, y'all. I just want to shout out something. Anyway, go look it up. I can't. Jodie Turner-Smith. Jesus. That's what I really like. She had the all burgundy with the hat on. A lot of people wore the hat with the suits. Go to my Instagram, though. I made fun of, or just was making jokes. I didn't really make fun of anybody. Whoopi Goldberg actually shut it down. And there was a big story about Doechii yelling at people when they had her like covered, and then she was coming out. She was like, I need an umbrella. I need another umbrella. I need an umbrella. And to me, it sounded like she was playing a character. Oh, Kim Kardashian was also awful. She looked like a witch that tried to come out of retirement. But yeah, so people are saying Doechii was an asshole to her staff, and people are quick to demonize celebrities when they're looking like they're an asshole. So I don't know if it was real or not, but nobody really cared. But I think people are giving her grace because it is a stressful situation, and you're rushing, you're trying to get out on the carpet, you're getting your outfit together last minute, and you're just like, give me this, come on, I gotta go, blah blah blah. So, but it's a red flag. So if it comes up again. Now, the girl from White Lotus wore Rosa Parks on her underwear. People didn't like that. Um, the Asian girl, Mook from White Lotus. What's her name in real life? Mook from White Lotus. Um, I don't know what made it. Lalisa Manabol. Right? I thought her name was something else. Lalisa Manabol. Yeah. So she, y'all gotta look that up. She said, I don't know what made her put Rosa Parks on her panties, but that's enough, sis. That's not a dandy. That's disrespectful. That's exploitation. Well, there ain't nothing freaky about Rosa. Okay. Rosa is the last of that type of woman. Okay. So yeah, just a nice event. But my thing is, again, black people have showed up to something, and when they're the creators behind something, it makes the most money. So stop canceling our shows. I'm saying. Every time I look up a black show, it's canceled. And obviously people gravitate towards them and like them. So we need more black co-chairs in other areas of life. So yeah, great event. It's Ann Couture, right? The little lady with the shades and the bob. At Met Gala and Anna Winter. Sorry, Ann Couture is a totally different person. Shout out to Anna Winter for highlighting Black Dandyism. And yeah, you go online, all the outfits are everywhere. Man, just Google Black Dandyism. Lauryn Hill showed up. So that's how you know this was a historical black event. Because Lauryn Hill don't even show up to her own events. But if it's a historical black event, she's gonna be there. We've seen her at this and on stage with Dolce. So shout out to the Met Gala, Anna Winter, and all the beautiful black people that we saw. It just, I felt like I was a part of it. I guess I am a part of it. I guess I kind of am a part of the media and the talk. So fun stuff. So fun stuff. The diva Trump himself met with Mark Carney, the new Prime Minister of Canada, in the White House. It seemed a little low-key contentious between the two. Why would it be contentious? He just wants to buy the country. What's wrong with that? Just take over a whole country and tell them you should be happy to be with us. Forget your culture, history, independence. You should bow down to us. So that's pretty much how it started. His first statement was just like he was losing by a lot, and then he came back, historic win. I forgot. It was some other sneak diss he said within the first 2 minutes. And then Mark started out with just lying. Mark Carney was just like, yes, we're very happy to meet with the president with his economy and taking away fentanyl. Now, as we remember in the past, when he tried to tariff Canada, he was like, I'm going to tariff you unless you start doing more about fentanyl. And so Canada was just like, yeah, we'll do more. And they just sent him the plan that they were already doing. So it's a little bit of a manipulation tactic by Mark to mention that. Yeah, you got to play nice with idiots, right? So, yeah, Trump is just being Trump, just talking. Anything else he would have done, he would have been great. Like a podcaster, because he just talks and goes off on tangents, and he doesn't care about like facts, truths, or like decency, respect, or anything like that. So then he's talking about Canada. This is the president of the United States, right? I don't know. If I'm the president of the United States, I would like talk about the history of Canada, what it meant to our country, how we've worked with them in the past, and named some great leaders in Canada. You know who he mentioned? Wayne Gretzky. That's who he mentioned. He was like, Wayne Gretzky, I really like him. And I was like, why are you talking like a basic bitch right now? Wayne Gretzky, that's who you had to mention? Out of all this, like, dog, we look so dumb. What if they were like, yeah, we love the U.S., we love Michael Jordan. You'd be like, what type of basic, who cares what Michael Jordan's doing right now? Nobody cares what Michael Jordan's doing right now. He's such a basic bitch. Then he mentioned Honor Ovechkin, who won he broke Wayne Gretzky's record. Okay, we have a great honor. Ovechkin, a Canadian player playing for the U.S. He broke Wayne Gretzky's record. So that was super cringe. And then obviously the reporters were like, well, how do you feel about you trying to make them the 51st state? And it just got more cringe. This is a great real estate opportunity. You know, I'm in real estate. And then he started talking like Ish on the Joe Budden podcast. He was like, there's this imaginary line that separates us. It's an ugly line. It's like, motherfucker, are you talking about a map right now? What do you mean? There's no lines in real life. You know how you watch football and they have like the fake yellow line to show the 10 yards? That's how he's talking about the U.S. and Canada. There's no fucking line. Unless there's, I've never been to Canada. Is there some trees or fence, but there's no line? Why is he talking about a line? So that was crazy. I was like, he's really talking like a flat earther right now about Canada and America. He's like, basically, we're one. If they didn't draw that line, we'd be one. It's like, how did nobody clip that? So he was like, they have energy, we have energy, we can use our energy. Right. So I don't know about that. It seemed like Canada had more energy. I don't know if we're supplying them with electricity too. But they were just like, if you keep playing us, we will shut everything off. Okay? They turned into National Grid and Con Ed real quick. They was like, we will shut it down if you want to tariff us. So obviously the thing that went viral when Mark was just like, some things are just not for sale. We're in a place that's not for sale. The White House, nobody's going to buy the White House. And then Buckingham Palace, he also mentioned. So basically like, you're not going to sell us. You're not going to buy us. Please go somewhere with that. So that was cringe to his face. And then Trump was like, you never know. You never know. Never say never. It's just like, don't you have more important things to talk about than buying Canada? So then the Trump lies just kept going. He says we're going to make $1.1 trillion off of China with the tariffs. He said something about $9 trillion. And I was just like, dog, I don't know nothing. I'm just a comic in New York City from the DC suburbs, but I know that's not true. I know we are not about to make $1.1 trillion off of China tariffs. There's no way that is possible. Why is nobody talking about this stuff? Am I the only one catching this? Like, these should be headlines. Come on, Don Lemon. Somebody. All the car companies are coming to the U.S. Honda is coming to the U.S. Everybody is coming to the U.S. Nobody's coming to the U.S. Nobody's moving their business to the U.S. You can't do business like that. You can't just bully people into bringing their companies to the U.S. First of all, he was talking about if Canada becomes a part of us, it'll be lower taxes, yeah, and no health care. But also, he was like, Apple is going to give us $500 billion. And I was like, how? A lot of these companies, they're like based in like the Cayman Islands or something. They already don't pay taxes. Okay. So I don't know why they would move to the U.S. where I don't know, it's probably gonna be more taxes and just more problems. It's not gonna happen though. So yeah, I watched 15 minutes of that. That's the update from Trump talking with the Prime Minister of Canada, who's from a very liberal party. So that'll be fun to watch that crash and burn like everything else. But yeah, just want to give y'all an update on that. Was hilarious, cringe, and mortifying at the same time. Okay, so Trump's old club buddy Diddy started the jury selection, and they're having a lot of trouble. Everybody's heard of the case, had somebody associated with the case. So everybody's just like, basically, you're going to have to pick a juror that's lying and said he's never heard about the Diddy case. So you're either going to have an all-white juror or I don't know, just a bunch of people that don't listen to hip hop. So if you have the all white juror, they're just gonna be like, I don't listen to that hip hop crap. So they still not gonna like you, Diddy. And if you have a black woman juror, they're gonna be like, he's a predator. So the thing that was interesting to me though was that they offered him a plea deal. And I was like, that made my antennas go up. So I was like, do they not have enough? They raided his house for a plea deal. And then also they said none of the tapes are going to be used. Because I was like, this is about to be the trial of the century. All types of names are going to be mentioned. It's going to be tapes. This is going to be lit. And now it's sounding like it's not going to be so lit. So people are just like, Diddy's got a fighting chance. The fact that they offered a plea deal, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I try to stay out of courtrooms, but we don't know. Oh, this just made me think of something racist that happened to me one time for like a class. I don't know what class it was. We had to go to a courtroom, and I was literally there as a student, and white lawyer comes up to me and was like, "Is that your friend?" Black guy on trial for possession or something like that. It's like, he's going down. America, Tallahassee, Florida. All right. So yeah, who knows what's gonna happen with Diddy, but it sounded like it's not gonna be as crazy as we thought it was gonna be. So we'll see the updates. The biggest update is that one of his cross examiners, the lawyer that is a woman, has been assaulted, has been raped in the past. So optics, everything is about optics, how it looks, how it sounds. As we know, through the current president of the United States, that people have voted for. Did I talk about Mark Carney? The lie that he said, yeah, the economy and fentanyl, but I don't know. People just believe Trump. Every day I'm hearing people that got effed over and just thought Trump was going to turn this thing around. I just don't understand how he sold y'all that. All he talks about is immigration. That was the other thing. He went on a tangent of immigration during the Canada meeting. That's his bread and butter. But yeah, we really don't know anything, man. We'll see how long this jury selection takes. And it looks like the main witness is Cassie. And if she could share some of her stories and make them believable to the point where it sounds like he was coercing and not just partying with these people, and see if Diddy really did it. So I'm just surprised at how things have turned kind of in his favor a little bit. Not completely. But they're saying, the Fed's, 98, 97% win rate. But remember that case? It was like a documentary about a basketball player, a guy that was like paying off basketball players, and he beat the Feds. So that was really embarrassing for them. And that guy had no money. So we'll see. There's going to be new stories every day. So if you're a content creator, enjoy those coins. It's It's almost like the Drake and Kendrick beef all over again. So every night there's playoff games. There's been some cool stories. So Golden State beat Minnesota handsomely. Right, they were up. Well, I think they still run by like 15. But we're up by like 15, 20 the whole game, and they did it without Steph Curry. So the role players, what's his name? Buddy Hield is really kicking ass. Yeah, Buddy Hield been dropping buckets, and that was just crazy to see. I don't think anybody expected that. Now, granted, I think Draymond Green hit like 3 threes, so that's not going to happen every game. So they were leaving Draymond open, and Anthony Edwards just couldn't find a rhythm, and the Minnesota just kind of seemed all over the place, and the coach called out Anthony Edwards at the end of the game, which was wild, or in his press conference. This is it's a big story. See if Anthony Edwards is ready to take over the league. He's still super young, but the media loves him, and the girls don't love him. Actually, they do love him. They just keep dealing with the guy. So that was interesting to watch, and we'll see if Steph comes back. It was just a hamstring, so if he doesn't come back next game, he'll be back. Wasn't too bad. Steve Kerr was just like, we didn't say anything. We just kept balling. The Knicks stole game 1 in Boston. Nobody saw that coming. The scrappy Knicks, the defense just shut down Boston. Boston had a really bad shooting night, though. So we'll see if they come back and readjust. I think they will. But salute to the Knicks, playing with so much heart. Just true Knicks hardcore basketball and hard-nosed defense. And Jalen Brunson, man. How can you not love the guy? He's just, living up to everything he said he was going to do and what was expected of him. You just like the guy. You like the way he carries himself. And wins the game. I did look it up. He is married to a white woman, unfortunately, with a black mom and dad. But outside of that, love the guy. No, I'm sure she's great. I'm sure they have a great relationship. He's playing well and looks healthy. So congrats to him. And the Pacers won a second game against Cleveland. Right, so KG and Paul Pierce said Indiana is going to be a problem for Cleveland. They were right. You don't know, Lord. They might come out here and do their thing, Lord. I'm telling you, Lord. So, man, if you watch the end of that game, it was so fun. Halliburton literally scored like 10 points at the end to win the game. They literally won the game with 45 seconds left. I think they were down by like 5 or something. But the man hit one foul shot, got his own rebound, took the ball back out to the three-point line. Bah, bah, bah. Koosh! Looked away, walked away after he released it, and won the game. So Tyrese Halliburton is running the court like his dad wish he could. So very impressive from him, man. Maybe the key to being a successful NBA player is white women. Because those guys seem to be focused in dropping buckets in the clutch. Wasn't sure if Smokey Robinson was married to a white woman or not, but he's not. Right? He kept it Motown. He kept it black. Right? But the Smokey Robinson charges are crazy. 4 women that worked for him in his home, housekeepers or something like that, clean the house, and they said he was taking advantage of the situation and just it sounded kind of crazy. Like he was just taking them in the room and doing things to them, forcing them on the bed, right? And they're also suing the wife because he said she knew what was going on and letting it happen. Now, people were like, it's a shakedown, but I was like, this one, I don't know, man. Every situation is different. You got to take it case by case. we'll see if it doesn't sound like Tony Busby's on this one. But I'm just like, that sounds real to me. Like, that doesn't sound like something somebody will lie about. Is recent. Because the Byron Scott one, it was 38 years ago. It was just like, all right. I haven't looked at the details of that yet. But it was within 10 years ago, and is multiple women that worked there. They said the lady was hostile, and they were scared to say something because they were getting paid minimum wage, and afraid they might lose their jobs. So it just sounds like a situation that could be very real, very disheartening. That Smokey was taking advantage of his housekeeper, man. They try to keep your house clean. You can't keep your dick clean, Smokey. So Smokey's out here looking for the wrong type of inspiration for music. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's not true. But yeah, it didn't sound. I know it's right after the Shannon Sharp situation, but it's a totally different situation. So, I know he's beloved, but people have all sides to them. You never know what people are doing in the dark or in their bedroom. All right, man. I think that's it. Yeah. That was fun. I'm going to try to go enjoy some sun. I hope you do too. And, don't take life for granted. All right. Bye.